Hello everyone! When I started doing digital art, I always thought I needed that particular drawing program that makes similar art as the artists I got inspired by. So if they were using Adobe Photoshop, I needed that too. That is not the case. You can make beautiful art with any program you use. I will talk about 3 drawing software that I use on a daily basis, both on desktop and iPad. They are not in any specific order, and I wanted to draw Charamander evolution from Pokemon to demonstrate all programs. And stick till the end of the video where I give you some drawing software tips, both free and some cost. First out is Affinity Designer, but also Photo. I have had these programs since 2018 on both iPad and desktop. And I prefer using the iPad version the most because I can rotate the canvas there. It does not work for me on the desktop, and it does not work at all using the Wacom remote. Just to point out. The support knows, so let's hold our thumbs and hope for the best. But I have bypassed this by doing the line art in Procreate and then transfer it over to the desktop version of these apps, or doing the vector line art in the iPad version. Anyway, they are offering one-time payment and recently released version 2. People got a little mad that current user didn't get a discount, but we got a really good one. I got all 3 apps on all platforms for less if I would buy Photo and Designer on iPad and desktop. And all 3 programs are Designer, Photo and Publishing. Yes, you need to pay for iPad and desktop version separate if you don't get that universal license that I did. The new version has a more new, cleaner interface and I'm liking it a lot. And the funny thing, I did not even start this drawing until after this version got released, so see it as my first impression too. They did add a few new tools like mesh and knife tool, tools I don't usually use in my workflow yet. I mostly use the pen or brush tool for my line art and pencil tool for fill. Designer is my favorite over Photo because you got both vector and pixel persona. And for this drawing I'm using both line art in vector and texture in pixel. When it comes to this Charamander drawing, I started it on the iPad but noticed a bug, so I moved it over to the desktop. The desktop version did not have the same problem. They also know this problem and maybe been fixed when this video comes out. In early days, Designer and I had a love-hate relationship, but this year I started to use it way more, and I'm started to understand the power it does offer. But the main reason I really started to use Designer more is because I saw Sam Woodhull design some nice overlays and thumbnails using it. He inspired me to start using it for real. So started doing overlays for my streams and even thumbnails for my videos. Now I create illustration and I loving it more and more. Designer is more of an alternative for Adobe Illustrator, while Photo is for Photoshop. With Chameleon, we are moving over to the next one, Clip Studio Paint. And Clip Studio Paint did have one-time payment when I decided to make this video. But the other month they got major backlash because they are going subscription mode. And they are even adding a fake one too. Let's talk about it a little. The one I call fake is yearly update thingy they offer. See it as a battle pass, but you're not allowed to keep anything if you stop paying. That's why I call it fake. Regular sub mode is like any other sub mode out there, and you unlock both desktop and tablet. And I think the reason they are doing this is because with the release of tablet version they added sub mode. And they saw people paying for it, so why not make it all sub mode? Yes, you can pay for version 2, but that's it. No update during the year is coming your way. Like no 2.1, 2.2 and so on. So it's all up to you. The other backlash was a few weeks ago with the AI stuff, and they took it back. But Clip Studio is probably my first drawing software I used, because it was included with my Wacom Intuos tablet and I'm liking this one a lot. I only using it on desktop, did try it on iPad, but I did not like it. They offer 2 versions of this program, Pro and X, eller EX. EX gives you more comic pages and animation stuff. One reason this program is very popular in Japan and among manga artists. I only have Pro and never used any of this stuff. To be honest, I never used the animation or comic pages ever. But they have other nice things like the 3D model. It's great if you figure out how to use it. Sadly, I have not, but maybe one day. And if I do you want a video about it? Drawing this program just feels right, getting a little traditional feel using it. You can also use vector brushes and they feel pretty nice too. Works great if you want to make emails. The thing is, the default brushes in this program is just flawless. I love them so much. In other programs I having a hard time using the default brushes, don't know why. But I have bought brushes for both Designer and Procreate. Yes, even for Clip Studio, but that's not necessary. Also, Clip Studio do offer a store where you can find assets and other nice things, not use that one either. I'm happy that I did buy it when they were one-time payment, but not sure if I will buy the next version or go soap mode. I just care about it working on my Mac for years to come. Last but not least, Charizard in my absolute favorite program, Procreate. Procreate is one-time payment and only on the iPad. I always make my sketches here before moving it over on other programs. Just feel right doing it in there, and also I can sit in my sofa. Yes, I can do that with Designer on iPad too, but dislike sketching there. I know people been asking for this software to arrive on other tablets or even desktop, but they are not planning that as of this video date. You probably heard of the layer limit it has. It's because they want it to be lag free no matter the device you use. But if you're using an iPad with like say 16 GB of RAM, you get more layers. But it's also up to Apple to let them use it. It's very complicated stuff. I really use the default brushes in this program or any program I mentioned just seconds ago, but once you find custom ones, this program is godlike. I mostly use Max Packs, so look him up if you haven't heard about him. And they have this time-lapse recording in the background, and I love it. Yes, Clip has something similar, but not as super as this one. If you check my channel, you see a lot of time-lapses just from Procreate, because I don't have to remember to turn it on. The thing is, ever since I opened this app up, I have loved it. I have created so many illustrations that I'm happy about, and I can just chill with it no matter where I am. The interface is just clean and simple, and they keep adding new great things. But I don't use all the fancy stuff. I can really understand why this app is so loved by so many. All these programs is great alternative to Adobe costly subscription they offer. Even if they are the industry standard, I think they will lose that status in a few years. I do have a few others you might want to check out. Some are free, other cost. Some on iPad, other just for desktop. Some for both platforms on desktop, others just for Mac. They are Sketchbook Pro, Krita, Core Painter, Rebel 5, Art Studio Pro, Infinity Painter, Paintstorm Studio, among others. As long they are cheaper than Adobe Photoshop, you are set. Until next video, Happy New Year and happy drawing!